beta of Infosys. Infosys is a stock. We want to calculate beta of Infosys. I will show calculation for beta of Infosys taking real data from the market. So let us do it quickly. It's very simple, but I'll be using Excel. Okay. Say you want to calculate beta of Infosys. How to calculate? Let us do it. If you want to do it alongside me, then also you can do it. But otherwise, you can just observe and you can cross-check at home. Okay. So first, I need to get data from the market. So let me go to and get the data. So to get the data for Infosys, I have already got this, but let us do it from the beginning. So what you have to do basically, you go to this NFC's website, go to product. Under product, you have option equities, because Infosys stock is an equity. There, go to historical data. Click on historical data, right? And go to search. So this will come. Now you have to enter the symbol of the stock. What is the symbol? For Infosys, the symbol is INFI. Okay. Then you want the data for say last 1 year. So today is 10th. So let me take the data from 10th March 2020 to say 9th March 2021. So this is the data I want. So everything is set now. Now click on data, get data. This data will come. Now you'll have to take this data to an Excel sheet. To do that, what you have to do? You have to click on download file in CSV format. So click on this. It gets downloaded here, right? So let me open that. Now it has got so many things. I want only date and the closing price. So I'll just delete the remaining things. I'll delete these 2 columns. And I don't want all this. I want only the closing price. So I'll delete this. And these things are also not required. So delete this. So now I have got 2 columns. One is date, the other one is closing price or close price. Okay. So next thing that you need to do, you need to calculate return. How to calculate return? Can someone tell me? I want to calculate daily return. How do I calculate daily return in this case? See, on 11th March price was 686. On 12th March price was 631.2. So what is the return for 1 day? How do you calculate? You calculate like this. The price on 12th March minus price on 11th March divided by price on 11th March. Yes or no? This is how you can calculate? Yes or no? Think like this. Suppose you bought Infosys on 11th March by paying 686. On 12th March, end of 12th March, the price has become 631.2. How much return you have earned? In fact, you have got a negative return because price has decreased. So how do you calculate that? 631.2 minus 686 whole divided by 686. So negative return, right? Now you can just double click here and this will be replicated for all the other cells. Okay, so I have calculated the return. Fine. Now to calculate beta of Infosys, you have to have data related to Infosys daily return that we have got. Also, you need to have the data on return on Nifty, because Nifty is the market index. Okay, so we have to collect data for Nifty. So let us do that. So to collect data on Nifty, what you have to do, you have to go to indices, right? Go to historical data, again go to search, under historical data, go to search. So I want the data for Nifty 50. So you should choose this same period, that is 10 March 2010 to, I want how much, 9th March 2021. Okay, get data. So data has come, download. So I have downloaded, open. Again, same thing, I want only the closing price. So I'll just delete these things, delete. Okay, this also I'll delete. I'll now calculate return on Nifty. How will I calculate? Same process. This minus this whole divided by this. Okay, understood? How do I calculate return? That is Nifty value as on 12th March minus Nifty value as on 11th March whole divided by Nifty value as on 11th March. So this gives me the return. So if I double click here, so I get the return for all the things. Is it clear? Return calculation is clear for Nifty and for Infosys? Yes or no? Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now I'll have to just copy these returns in one sheet. That is Nifty return and Infosys return. And then I can calculate the beta. So let us do that. So I have got this is my Infosys return, okay, and in another sheet I have got, this is my Nifty's return. So what I'll do, I'll just copy these. I will just copy these. See, and go to another sheet, okay, and paste it here. Since there was formula, so while pasting, you have to paste only the values. Okay. So what is this basically? Return underscore Nifty. Return underscore Nifty. Okay. Similarly, I'll have to have return Infi, that is Infosys return. Okay. So let me just copy the Infosys return. Where is my Infosys return? Yes, here it is. So I'll just copy, Control C, and I'll just paste. Okay, I'll just paste. Again, there is formula, so I should paste only values. So now I'm all set. I have got the daily returns from Nifty and I have got the daily returns from Infi. Okay, so I want to calculate beta. To calculate beta, what I have to do, basically you will have to calculate slope. There is a function in Excel called slope, right? So slope, open bracket, you have to set Y series and X series. In this case, which one is Y and which one is X? Can anybody tell me? We say that Infosys movement depends on movement in the market, right? So Infosys is dependent and Nifty is independent. Okay, so Infosys will be Y and Nifty will be X. It goes like this. We say that if market goes up by 10%, suppose Nifty Infosys goes up by 8%. right? So basically, the movement in Infosys is dependent on movement on Nifty. So we will take Y, that is the Infosys. I'll just select. So I have selected Y, okay, comma. Then I'll select X. This is my X. Enter. So slope is 0.8619. That is beta of Infosys is 0.86. Okay. Now there is alternative way of calculating this. That is called, there is a formula. Beta is equal to covariance of that particular stock with the market divided by variance of the market. So first let us calculate covariance. Covariance between Nifty and Infosys. So for that there is a function in Excel called covars, covariance.s. Now you just have to choose array 1 and array 2. Here you need not specify which one is X, which one is Y. So this is say array 1, comma, this is array 2. Okay. So I have got covariance. Next I'll have to calculate variance of the market. So for that there is a function var.s. var.s. Okay. Again, so I want var.s. So I want variance of the market. So market means Nifty. So I want these numbers. So select. Okay. Once you select, close your bracket, press enter. Now next is beta. Beta is nothing but covariance divided by variance. Okay. Same answer. See, slope is also 0.8619. Here also it is 0.8619. So there are two ways. You can either use this formula or you can use the slope function. Okay. Now you might say that, why are you saying this as slope? So the proof for this is this. Let me select these two column and plot it in a graph. So insert, go to chart, go to scatter. Okay. Now come here and add a trend line and click here, go to more option, right? And display the equation on the chart. Display the equation on the chart. Can you see? This is the equation of a straight line. What is the equation of a straight line? Y is equal to a plus bx, or y is equal to c plus or mx plus c, right? So in this case, what is a? Y is equal to, here it is, they have given bx plus a. So what is a? A is 0.0016, and what is b? B is nothing but the slope. So slope is 0.8619. 0.8619. Okay, understood?